The first thing I did before we did anything, we had the material delivered to the job site and I did a moisture test on all of the material to figure out what the actual moisture content was at the time of our installation. Now in this case, I actually wanted the moisture content to be very high in the wood. The reason is we were gonna pre-stain all the tongues on this, so if it shrinks, it's no big deal. But if it expands, I've got problems. So I wanted it to be really high. Testing it, it actually was very high coming from the mill. So I wanted to get it installed as quickly as possible while it was expanded so that I was controlling that movement as much as possible. The worst thing that we could have done would have been to install a huge ceiling like this with the material being super dry and in the winter, because once summer comes around, it's going to absorb more moisture and it's going to grow, and that's where we're going to have problems. So we determined moisture content is high in the wood at the time of installation, which is a good thing. If it would have been very low, I would have actually explored options to humidify the wood before installing it, because it's that big a deal over such a large space. But we were looking pretty good. The next step is to look at how can we strategically install this stuff so that it has room to grow, so that we eliminate the issue of buckling. Meaning if we have a high humidity event, do I have enough space on the ends of this stuff so that it can expand without it buckling? Now this is where the details come in on a space like this that nobody knows about after the fact and nobody notices after the fact. But this is what separates a good installer subcontractor from the rest. A lot of guys, builder would say, hey, put all this stuff on the ceiling. They would come and install it. They'd install it tight with no forethought for expansion and contraction, no concern at all. They'd take their paycheck and run, and next summer there'd be massive issues and everyone just shrugs their shoulders. So we're trying to think ahead, and that's part of what sets us apart. It's having these conversations with the builder and showing them what we're doing to cover them, us, and the homeowner from future issues down the road. So I'm going to take you around and show you about a handful of strategic things you can do, different details that you can do to give yourself space so that this stuff